G'day, mate. Australia. Just the name conjures up images, doesn't it? Kangaroos hopping across vast plains. The Sydney Opera House gleaming in the sunshine. It's a land of sunshine, of wide open spaces, of unique animals you won't find anywhere else. Australia is a country and a continent. It's as big as the United States, but with far fewer people. You could drive for hours and see nothing but red dirt and gum trees. But you could also find yourself in a bustling city, sipping coffee next to a beach. This place is full of surprises. It's a land of contrasts, from the red desert to the blue ocean. Whether you're a city slicker or a nature lover, Australia has something for everyone. So come on, let's go walk about, let's discover the wonders of Australia together. Our first stop takes us to the northeast coast. Dive into the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system in the world. It's so big you can see it from space. Imagine that. Underwater, it's a riot of color. Fish of every shape and size dart in and out of the coral. You might spot a giant clam, a sea turtle, or even a reef shark. But be careful. Some creatures are best admired from afar. The box jellyfish, for example, has a sting that can be deadly. Luckily, there are plenty of friendly creatures too. Clownfish like Nemo peek out from their anemones. Dolphins leap and play in the waves. The Great Barrier Reef is a precious and fragile ecosystem. Climate change is a real threat, but efforts are being made to protect this natural wonder. Now let's head inland to the outback. This is the heart of Australia, a vast and unforgiving land. Imagine red dirt stretching as far as the eye can see. The sun beats down relentlessly. This is not a place for the faint-hearted, but there's a stark beauty to the outback. The silence is broken only by the wind whistling through the spinifex grass. At night, the sky explodes with stars. It's enough to make you feel like the last person on Earth. The outback is home to some of Australia's most iconic animals. The kangaroo, of course, is a must-see. And then there's the emu, a large, flightless bird. Be careful of dingoes, though. These wild dogs can be dangerous. The outback is a place of extremes, but it's also a place of great beauty and wonder. Deep in the outback, two giant rock formations rise from the desert. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is a sacred site to the Anangu people. It's a place of deep spiritual significance. The rock seems to change color with the light, from fiery red at sunset to a deep purple at dawn. Nearby, Kata Tjuta, also known as the Olgas, is equally impressive. These dome-shaped rocks are a sight to behold. Both Uluru and Kata Tjuta are reminders of the ancient history of this land. These places are best experienced at sunrise or sunset. As the light changes, so too does the mood. It's a truly magical experience. Section 5. Sydney, where urban charm meets natural beauty. From the red heart of the outback, let's travel to the coast. Sydney is Australia's most famous city, and for good reason. Where else can you find a world-class opera house right next to a bustling harbour? The Sydney Opera House is a sight to behold. Its sails are an iconic symbol of Australia. Take a walk across the Sydney Harbour Bridge for stunning views of the city, or relax on Bondi Beach, one of the most famous beaches in the world. Sydney is a city that has it all. Great food, vibrant nightlife, and friendly locals. But it's the city's stunning location that truly sets it apart. Section 6. Melbourne, a city of culture and style. South of Sydney lies Melbourne, a city known for its culture and style. Wander down laneways filled with street art and hidden cafes, catch a show at one of the many theatres, or explore the city's museums and art galleries. Melbourne is a city that loves its sport. Cricket, Australian rules football, rugby, you name it, Melbourne has it. And of course, no trip to Melbourne is complete without a visit to the Melbourne Cricket Ground, one of the most iconic sporting grounds in the world. Melbourne is a city that's easy to fall in love with. It's a city with a European feel, but with a distinctly Australian twist. Section 7. Australia's Indigenous Heritage, Ancient Stories and Traditions. Australia's story didn't begin with European arrival. The Aboriginal people have lived here for tens of thousands of years. Their culture is the oldest living culture in the world. Learn about their Dreamtime stories, passed down through generations. These stories explain the creation of the land and its people. Admire their ancient rock art, a powerful reminder of their long history. The Aboriginal people have a deep connection to the land. It's a connection that is still strong today. Section 8. A history shaped by exploration and resilience. European arrival in the 18th century changed Australia forever. It's a history marked by both exploration and hardship. Learn about the early convicts who were transported to Australia. Discover the stories of the pioneers who ventured into the outback. Australia's history is a tapestry of different cultures. From the first settlers to the waves of immigrants who followed, each group has contributed to the unique character of this nation. Today, Australia is a modern, multicultural country, but its past is never far from the surface. Section 9. Australia. Your next big adventure awaits. So what are you waiting for? Australia is calling. Explore the underwater wonders of the Great Barrier Reef. Experience the raw beauty of the outback. Soak up the sun on Sydney's Bondi Beach. Australia is a land of endless possibilities. It's a place where you can be yourself, where you can escape the everyday. It's a place where adventure awaits around every corner. Come and discover the magic of Australia for yourself. You won't be disappointed.